All right, Osuna, Fishback, gentlemen, pitchers, 1 and 2. We're going to look here in this video at one thing that you guys can do that's going to help you get to a better release position like we talked about in the first video. And once again, I'm going to put up a 4-view. I got you up here on the right-hand side, Fishback, and you can see yourself, Osuna, on the left-hand side. And I'm going to pull up a couple of arms, professional arms, in the bottom corners, okay? And what we'll do is we'll put Schilling right here. And we'll actually try to get him from his stretch position. And then we're also going to get up Tom Glavine here. And the reason I'm putting up Tom Glavine, Osuna, is because you like to do a slide step all the time from your stretch position. And you'll see here that Tom Glavine's doing a slide step, okay? So the purpose of this video is to talk about your posture and your hip load, all right? And we're going to begin by looking at the pros. One of the things both these guys are going to do is they're going to maintain their posture. And when I mean posture, I mean what your back looks like and your core, your torso looks like when you pick up your leg, okay? And so we'll look at Schilling first. I want you to pay attention. As he lifts up his knee, his posture stays the same as it was in the beginning. Again, posture there at the beginning at a set position. When he lifts his knee, he maintains that posture. If you look at Tom Glavine, good posture here, nice and upright, good athletic position. When he lifts the knee, he maintains that posture. Now, the other thing I want you to notice is that both of these guys, when they get to their knee lift or pick up their foot, they're going to load their hips. In other words, you can see right now both of them have the front of their hip pointed towards us. But when Schilling loads or picks up his knee, you can see that hip is now turned. In other words, what he's doing is he's showing us his front butt cheek. You can see it right here. He's just kind of showing his butt cheek to the hitter. And you can see the same thing here with Tom Glavine. When he picks up, he shows that front butt cheek. And those hips, again, just like Schilling, they load. Now, Fishback, when you take a look here up at the right-hand corner and we look at your posture, you're going to notice that from here to your knee lift, it changes dramatically. And what happens is you kind of hunch over. And when you hunch over like this, it affects your balance, and it's going to affect your release point later on in the delivery. So one of the things that you need to do is when you pick up your knee is maintain the same posture. And you can do this by a little bit more flexing your knees and tightening up your abs. Osuna, you're going to see the same thing here when you pick up your foot. When you lift up right here, you can see your posture go off kilter. Again, you have good posture here to start with, but then as soon as you pick up, you kind of hunch over. And again, that's going to affect your position at release. It's going to compromise your balance. Now, both of you guys, I also want you to notice that neither of you really get a great hip load. Okay, you can see here both of you guys have your hips pointed towards your target, which is great. But Fishback, when you lift up, you can see that you're still pointed at that target with your hip. And you haven't loaded up like Schilling has. You can see here with Schilling, hips square, hips load. For you, your hips are square, but they don't load. So when you load it, try to show this front butt cheek to the hitter. And that's going to help you get loaded up. Osuna, same thing. When you pick up your knee, there's no hip load. You can see there. Meanwhile, with Glavine, you'll see he shows the hip here, pointed towards the hitter, and then he loads the hip. And you can see the front butt cheek pointed towards the hitter. So, gentlemen, that's the first place that you got to begin to get yourself into a more powerful position to protect your arm at release point.